So my name is Ryan Washington. I'm the automotive program coordinator in our global program here at the Community College of Baltimore County. Also a graduate of the GMA SET program. I've been doing this here for about 6 years. In global, we teach all makes, all models. So there are manufacturer-specific programs, but in ours, we teach broad curriculum, a generic set of vehicles. My program is a little unique in that not only do I have a weekday program, which is mostly degree-seeking students, made up of the students you'll see behind me, but we also have certificate options, most of which those students attend classes at night or on weekends. A lot of folks ask about the timeline. The timeline is really what you make it and how much you can come to school. I've had students complete our program in as little as a year. I've had students take 6 years and they take their sweet old time, which is fine. You can a la carte this thing any way you want it. We offer 12 automotive classes in total. We have a master's certificate program, which is 12 automotive classes. Students really don't have to worry about taking the gen ed courses. We try to get students to see the value in the degree program, but we understand that it's not for everybody. Yeah, so I'm actually a graduate of the GMA SET program here. I went actually to an automotive high school when I went through, before I came here. Looking at the for-profit schools, always watch the hot rod shows on Sunday morning. I would wake up and watch the Go Fast TV shows, right? And one of these for-profit schools always came up, right? And actually had a guy come down and talk to mom and dad about it. And they're like, 40 grand's a lot of money, but hey, if you want to do it, do it. But everybody kind of talked me back down to reality a little bit and told me, look, man, bang for your buck, check out CCBC, best value. And actually, my high school instructor actually taught here at night, so that helped. Mom and dad and I came down here, fell in love with the place, never looked back. It's interesting though. I feel like when I came through, it made the most sense for a high school automotive student to transition to a certificate or degree program at an institution like ours, right? It was an easy transition for me. It seems like now though, we're not getting as much of that from the high schools that we used to. And I don't know where the disconnect goes. Do we lose them to for-profit schools? Are they in the high school program because mom and dad want them to be there? Or do they get in it and realize maybe this isn't for me? I wish we could somehow bridge that gap like we once had, whereas students came in as a trade, they know they wanted to be hands-on, and they came right to us. But I don't have numbers to back it up or data, but it looks like we're getting fewer and fewer from that route and more just car folks. We are super student focused. There's nobody that does it better than we are. And I think our reputation speaks volumes. And when I started here as an employee, it meant a lot to me. I think we don't have a marketing or advertising budget like the for-profit schools. It is truly our reputation, our word of mouth that we rely on. The students leave here and their friends and their family tell people, their employers tell people, check out CCBC. They know how connected we are as faculty members and staff to the students. We help get these guys and gals jobs, right? We interact with their employers. We're attending other advisory committees. We're in their daily life. Hey, what's going on, man? You're a little off today. What's going on? And we actually we nudge them along if we need to, because it matters, right? We're together for 40, 50 hours a week. So they look at us as like maybe another family, right? Another home, if you will. It's just what we do.
What makes this program what it is.
It's the only way I know how to do it, is connect with these guys. I have fun with these guys, but we get serious and we get work done. And the college has a number of resources. I have students come to me with needs of tutoring or any outside resources. Hey, if they need a ride to get here, we're gonna find them a ride to get here. They know how important it is to show up on school. Look, what we do is 8 weeks at a time. And if you miss any of that 8 weeks, it's tough to make it up. We are I wouldn't call it fast paced, but it's an intensive 8 weeks of the time that they're here. We give them the real world stuff that they're going to experience, right? We realize that we've been out of this for a while professionally, but we rely on our advisory committee to tell us, hey, this is what we're seeing out in the field. We need to make sure your students are trained to do this, right? So we take that feedback seriously. They're telling us what tools we should buy, what type of training we should provide them, what hands-on exercise and experience. And quite often it really doesn't come down to the hands-on stuff. It's the soft skills. Oftentimes, people don't realize that technicians just can't stay in a cave anymore. They have to come out. They have to interact. Maybe not with the customer, but with the service advisor, a parts person, right? We have that interaction, and we are an academic program for a reason, because we know that it's more than just fixing cars. And to do so, we have to effectively communicate and sell and look over that customer's car and treat it as if it was their mom or dad's car. So that's what we try to get them to understand to do. We say, put yourself in the shoes of the customer. You can't pay somebody to do a job and pull out of there and go, my check engine light's back on. Did you not understand that the process that it takes for that light in order to come on, right? We talk about verifying the repair. We talk about customer skills, the diagnostic approach. We cover all of that. And we're constantly evolving, right? None of this stuff stays the same for long in this industry, as we all know. And we listen. We're always out at the dealers and in the shops, talking to mentors, talking to students, talking to service managers. They're going to give us constant feedback, and that's the rewarding part, because we get to talk to them, and oftentimes they have great news to tell us about that CCBC student, and it's cool to be a part of something like that.